Welcome to Housing After 60. I am Charles Odell. On this site, we analyze the math and the reality of senior housing to find your best options. Let's get started.
Welcome to another deep dive from Housing After 60. Today we are looking at the 2026 Senior Real Estate Specialist Audit based on our latest research at housingafter60.com. If you're gearing up for a late-in-life move or maybe helping a loved one navigate that big transition, you've probably seen that SRES badge thrown around on business cards and yard signs. But we have to ask, is it actually worth anything? Well, let's find out. In this explainer, we'll quickly cover the SRES badge myth, avoiding the tax trap, the real cost of staying, managing your physical stuff, and finally, the exact steps for interviewing your real estate agent. All right, Section 1, the SRES badge myth. Let's separate the marketing fluff from reality, shall we? You know, getting that SRES badge often just means an agent sat in a 2-day, 12-hour hotel class. Sure, it's a designation from the National Association of Realtors, but let's be blunt here. Sitting in a conference room doesn't magically make someone an expert in the extreme complexities of your life. Whereas real value? That requires actual boots-on-the-ground project management skills, genuine probate literacy, and a heavily verified network of local vendors, like movers and estate liquidators. Former CPA and real estate veteran Charles Odell really hit the nail on the head here. He says, don't pay for the badge, pay for the experience. You see, you aren't hiring a typical agent for a quick list and flip where they just tell you to paint everything gray and pack up. You're navigating the sale of a home you might have lived in for 40 years. You need a highly capable project manager to translate 4 decades of memories into a clean, profitable exit. Moving right along to Section 2, avoiding the tax trap. This is all about IRS Section 121 and protecting your hard-earned assets. $40,000. As we noted on the site, hiring an agent who simply doesn't understand the primary residence exclusion rules for widows under IRS Section 121 can easily cost you $40,000 in capital gains. Extracting the absolute maximum cash from your home to fund the next 20 years of your life involves far more than just getting a high sale price. It literally requires meticulous tax planning and perfect timing. So the absolutely crucial piece of the puzzle here is basis tracking. This means calculating your original 1980s purchase price and adding all subsequent home improvements to maximize your allowable tax exclusions. If your agent isn't explicitly asking you for the receipts from that 1998 kitchen remodel, they're failing at basic tax logic and practically handing your retirement funds straight over to the government. A true specialist is going to coordinate directly with your tax professional to ensure this doesn't happen. Okay, Section 3. The real cost of staying. Is a full-service specialist really too expensive compared to just doing it yourself? Thanks to recent legal settlements, you're not locked into that old standard 6% fee anymore. Sure, a DIY or basic agent might cost $10,000 to $15,000 in commissions, but you're paying completely out of pocket for roll-off bins and basic staging. On the flip side, an SRES or full-service agent might charge a premium of $15,000 to $25,000, but consider what's actually included in that senior service stack. You get free cleanouts because the estate sales should be paying you. You get targeted staging, and you get that vital tax strategy audit we just talked about, which can save you well over $10,000 on its own. So paying a premium for the right service actually saves you money in the long run. Plus, we have to look at the staggering cost of doing absolutely nothing. Delaying a move costs you anywhere from $1,200 to $2,500 every single month for what we call dead space. Think about it. If you live in a 3,000 square foot home, but you're only using 800 square feet of it, you're paying property taxes, heating, and cooling on completely empty rooms. It's simple math. If you wait 2 years to sell out of sheer overwhelm, the carrying costs on that empty house just drained up to $60,000 from your net worth for absolutely nothing. Which brings us to Section 4, managing your physical stuff. The absolute physical reality of a senior transition. 15,000. That's the number of individual items sitting in the average senior home. Seriously, if you've lived in a house since the 1990s, the sheer volume of belongings makes it feel like running a landfill if you don't have professional help. It's physically demanding, and honestly, it's emotionally exhausting. This is exactly where the senior move manager swoops in. Think of them as a dedicated project manager just for your basement. A regular agent is going to lazily tell you to order a dumpster, which makes zero financial sense since so many of those items have real value. But a true specialist? No way. They won't do that. They have a senior move manager on speed dial who helps you decide exactly what fits in your new, smaller home and then organizes estate auctions to monetize the rest and completely offset your moving costs. And hey, we've got to talk about the physical tools for the transition because moving today is highly digital. The ScanSnap iX1600 is absolutely perfect for digitizing 40 years of heavy, fire hazard paper files. The August Smart Lock lets you track contractors entering your home right from your smartphone without handing out physical keys to strangers. And that Epson Cinema 2350 projector, it helps you finally downsize those 100-pound wooden TV consoles. If you want the full technical breakdown, check the post on housingafter60.com, where we detail exactly how these tech tools safely digitize your paper records and effortlessly manage contractor access. Now, here's a wild thought. A truly honest SRES might actually tell you not to move. Yeah, really. We have to consider visibility standards. These are structural requirements like 36-inch hallways and curbless showers that are absolutely necessary for safe aging in place. A regular agent just looks at a bathroom. A specialist looks at a potential fall hazard. If your current home meets these standards and can be modified safely, a top-tier agent won't just push a sale to get a quick commission check. And finally, Section 5, interviewing your real estate agent. Let's give you the exact blueprint to audit anyone claiming to be a senior specialist. Use these 6 absolutely no-fluff action steps to interview your agent. 1. Ask for their vendor stack. That's their printed list of preferred movers and handyman. 2. Verify their probate literacy. 3. Demand a week-by-week declutter timeline. 4. Check their accessibility eyes to see if they can instantly spot fall hazards in your current home. 5. Analyze their family communication plan so you prevent groupthink blowouts with adult children. And 6. Negotiate that fee structure. Demand their vendor list, require a timeline, and honestly, if they get defensive about any of this, fire them on the spot. Let's zoom in on step 2 for a second. Probate literacy. This one is particularly vital. Your agent has to be able to confidently explain a step-up in basis versus a gifted basis. So many senior homes are held in living trusts, and an agent who botches living trust signature blocks or misunderstands the limits of a durable power of attorney can stall your closing for weeks at the title company or even cause the whole deal to fall apart. As we noted on the site, transparency is literally the only way to protect your net worth. This is absolutely critical when you're negotiating. Some agents charge extra for ancillary coordination, like managing all those vendors we just discussed. You must get their ancillary coordination fees strictly in writing before proceeding any further. You need someone who can seamlessly translate 40 years of homeownership into a clean, highly profitable exit. So focus on their actual results, their tax knowledge, and their project management skills, not just some marketing badge they got at a hotel. So I'll leave you with this critical question to ask yourself before signing any listing agreement in 2026. Is your agent a true project manager or just a fancy sign in the yard? Thanks for watching. For more guides and the full article on this topic, head over to housingafter60.com. Don't forget to check the links in the description below.
Your peace and enjoyment in retirement depends on the right housing strategy. Visit housingafter60.com for our full analysis and cost transparency guides. I will see you in the next video.